is not only an educator, but an educational expert who ensures the success of students at every stage of their educational journey. Mr. Abhilash Chandran, our guest for today's episode. Stay tuned.
Okay, in UAE, something that I've always felt is the safety over here for everyone. Then the freedom, obviously you have a lot of freedom, provided you don't break the rules, obviously. So that's one thing. And the cooperation, the coordination from the regulatory authorities. When I say regulatory authorities, when I started off this institute, I never knew how to start it off. Neither I went in for some consultants who also hadn't much idea of how you are going to start this. Wherein I got in contact with Sharjah Private Education Authority. In this special occasion, I would thank Ahmed from Sharjah Private Education Authority and Aisha Al-Hamadi from Sharjah Private Education Authority, who have actually helped me out every time. Okay, to the youngsters over there, my honest advice, I wouldn't say an advice, just my suggestion from my experience, I would say, first of all, never give up. Okay, when you have some difficult situations, when you come across some difficult situations, please understand that you have to go through those difficult situations, because that will only help you to think about something completely different.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our show Brothers of Union, where we bring you the best of the entrepreneurship world and meet incredible pioneers from different sectors here in the UAE. Today I'm thrilled to have with me Mr. Abhilash Chandran. How are you, Mr.?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you so much. We are so excited to have you here, the owner of the key success of Study for Education Center. We are so excited and happy to have you here with us today.
Thanks a lot. I'm also very happy to have met you all. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's start talking about your professional experiences and educational background as well. We want to inform the audience who is Mr. Abhilash.
Thank you. So I did my graduation in mathematics way back in India. Before, at the age of like 21, I started off as a teacher in the middle part of India for mathematics and science. And after a couple of years in teaching, then I moved to banking. So since 2006, I have been in banking, and the teaching have always been a part of my job, or I would say like a profession, or my life, I would say, yeah, part of my life, wherein it was never like a tiring thing or anything. Anytime I would go ahead and teach any number of students, whatever the time is. So that was how I built up. Before, in 2017, I came over to UAE as a banking trainer, because I'm a certified bank trainer from Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, and I'm also a certified associate of Indian Institute of Banking. I've covered almost 6 to 7 certifications from Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. And over here, I am a certified anti-money laundering specialist also. I have an ACAM certified, and do trainings. I started off my career over here in UAE as a trainer in banking operations, the specialization in banking operations and compliance for retail and corporate banking. And then I moved to another company in 2000. After 2017, in 2019 I moved, and in 2021 I set up my own company as a training company, which is TECS Techs, And 2022, I started the Key of Success Study Center, which had always been a dream for me to start as a education service provider for children.
Oh, what a nice and faithful educational journey you have made, Mr. Abhilash. Let's talk about the challenges you might face during this journey, especially when you are here first coming to the UAE, or when you start your own company at first. And earlier than that, of course, you have some challenges you would like to share with us.
See, first of all, let me say challenges are always good. And difficulties, challenges, problems, everything should come in life, because that gives you an opportunity or helps you think in a different way, and which might take you actually to some better opportunities or greater positions. So in my life, if I would say the biggest challenge that I've ever faced was when I lost my father at an early stage, at the age of 16. So we were left with no income in the family. And I actually had to earn for my living as well as for my studies. So that's when I started teaching students. At the age of 16, 17, I started teaching students up till the age of 15. And people showed belief and trust in me. And I used to start my classes from early morning, 5 o'clock till 8:30 in the morning, then go for my studies in a regular school. And after that, once back from the college, I used to continue my tuition classes till night, 9:30, 10. So that was what my schedule was. Had so many challenges, but I always had that as better mold me up into a better person, and that is very strong, gave me a strong background.
Yes.
That is one thing. And of course, see, over here in UAE, yes, financial reasons were one of the greatest challenges when starting up a businesses. But I really understand that it's just a matter of time, because the opportunities that you have over here is high. So if you are very determined, then definitely that's going to help you out. So those challenges were good, especially when it comes to finance and all those. But by God's grace, we have covered it all.
Yes, you have mentioned some challenges like losing your father at early stage and trying to find an income for you and your family. And I know having a faith and determination is also important in order to overcome these challenges. But sure, it's not enough. There were some supporters who were with you from the beginning. So who are your supporters?
From the very beginning, of course, it was my mom who stood by my side every time. She contributed to what she could, using having some daycare and all those, taking care of children and all those. And most importantly, my friends, my teachers of Union Christian College. That's where I used to study my graduation. So there, my friends usually used to help me out in taking out the notes because I used to come late. And there were situations when I had starved and fallen down unconscious, and they were the ones who actually helped me up and supported me throughout. So that gave me a great comfort. My teachers also used to, because I was not that bad at studies, I used to study fairly well. So the teachers used to give me a scholarship. So those supports were definitely, that is never I can forget. Family, friends and relatives. And over here, if you see, I don't consider anyone who has not supported me. Everyone whom I have met with, who I have dealt with, whom I have had some good friendship or relationship with, everyone have on the one point or the other come forward and said that, okay, Abhilash, tell me what you want. So I'm very blessed as that is concerned.
Sure. Mr. You have mentioned that you have studied, mathematics, and you have obtained some certificates in banking as well. But what made you start a center or education provider center in educational field?
That's an interesting question. Then I should talk about obviously what made me start this. So, you know that, as I told you, I started teaching students from the early age, and I never used to get tired. So it's like it's more than a business. It's more like a dream for me. It's a dream come true. That had been in my dream for the past so many years. Those who ever have met me have told that, okay, finally you have made your dream come true. So here, the concept is completely different when it comes to education over here in Key of Success Study Center, because everywhere when you go out into tuitions, or when you need any educational support, that you go out anywhere, they used to have a parallel type of education. So I thought that in this market you need somewhere who could be helping the parents and the students together. So when I tell you that, when a child comes back home, what is it that a parent will do? Come sit down, what is taught in today's class, go sit and study that. Now what is that is lacking over there? They don't have the expertise of every subject. So I bring this together, wherein when the student from the school comes in, whichever subject he or she is weak in, we don't have a re-teaching of that subject. I thought that we should have something which would help them learn and take away the tensions from the teachers.
So you are ensuring the success of the students at every stage of their educational journey here in the Key Success of Study. Let's talk more and inform the audience how you are doing this. What actually programs, services are you offering to people in order to achieve the goal?
Okay, as far as the education is concerned over here, we have a team in India also working, who prepares all the back-end materials, which includes worksheets, practice papers, exam questions, and also they maintain a relationship with the parent, keeping them updated not only on the educational requirements but also on the safety and security of the student. We have every area covered with CCTV monitors, and when any child has left this home to the tuition, to the classes, they inform the relationship manager. Relationship manager keep a track of it. When they have left the class, if needed, they will inform them. So that communication also gives a comfort to the parents. Sure. Now, when they come over here, we ensure that individual attention is given to each and every one of them. Now, when I say individual attention, you need to go and talk to them and tell, okay, what is troubling you? What is the main issue? Now, the issue need not be always learning that subject. It could be something different, that a belief and a superstition in the child's mind that I can't learn this.
Exactly.
So you have to break that.
So you have actually established 1 year ago. Let's talk about your achievements and accomplishments here you have done in the center. Do you have, for example, a partnership with some schools, or what are some accomplishments you have achieved during that year you would like to share with us today?
Accomplishment is, of course, if you look at two aspects when it comes to investments and finances on one side, and operations and operational excellence on the other side. So as far as finances and all those are concerned, definitely we are good enough, we are doing fair enough now, and we have made this company into a profitable one. That is on the financial sides. But if you look at the operational expenses, definitely initially it was a new concept over here in this society. So we had faced a lot of challenges in managing the relationship within the parents, expectations of the parents, the student behavior, everything. So, but as of now, thank God, we have a proper control on all those, and we have ensured that every student is interested in coming to the center rather than they're pushed from the home. So they just want, okay, I'm ready to go. And there are students, let me tell you that, who appear for the board exams and need a special type of coaching. They come over here, school, immediately after school, maybe like 5:30, they come over here and they spend their time till 9:30. So if they want, definitely I sit with them for more longer time. If it is on a holiday, they say that, okay, I need something more to help from you, definitely come over. We do that. And it's almost 120 students over here now. And we hope it will get better, and next year we will have much more students in place.
So 120, of course, it's a high number of students. What made these students are encouraged and motivated to come here? What's actually something special in the center that made these students very highly motivated to come and visit the center?
See, our main, what my thoughts, my vision, my ideas or ideologies are, that I make sure that I transfer that down to every staff. They need to replicate my ideologies.
Okay.
So first thing is that building a relationship with each and every student. Now you have 3 stages in your life, ego stages, which is child ego stage, parent ego stage and adult ego stage. In order, child, adult and parent ego stages. You have to implement all these 3 when it is teaching, when it comes to teaching. So child ego stage, maybe to a small child you can't always be a parent. You sometimes have to go to their age and play like a small child. At the same time, at this particular situation, you'll have to bring in your adult ego stage, wherein you become a brother or a sister to them.
Mm-hmm. So you are coming from a psychological background.
Yes.
You're relying on psychological in order to strengthen that bonds between students, parents, and instructors as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once they get into, and see, even if any of your life, if you really check which was your easiest subject, you will always remember that it was your favorite teacher subject. So any subject, if you have to learn, irrespective of whatever your age is, you need to love the instructor, or you need to find that instructor interesting. You'll have to engage with that instructor. So that's exactly what we are also looking at.
Exactly.
So that psychological approach, and then convert into a mutual effort by the teacher as well as by the student. So it becomes like, okay, now I have to ensure that my teacher doesn't cut a sorry figure in front of anyone. That kind of thoughts will come into the student.
Mm-hmm. True.
And that's exactly what we say, that okay, then we are on the right track.
Exactly.
And I never believe that there are bad students, and I never consider that also, because I only believe if there are bad teachers. Now
Exactly.
I have seen their age, we all have seen our past, and we are their future, which they are ignorant about. Yes. So whatever you say to them about their future, they will just think like a fantasy story and all those. Mm-hmm. But we have to talk to them on what their present is, because we have seen that.
Exactly. The bond between the student and instructor is very important. Maybe I'm gonna hate that subject that I really love because of the instructor.
Yes,
Yes, that's really true. Let's talk more about the vision of the center. How would you see the key success of study center in the next coming years?
Our vision is actually to be the most favorite instructor for the students and the most dependable learning partner for the parents. That's what our motivation, objective or our vision is actually. Yeah. So okay, now in our future, do you mean that the future plans?
Yes, your future plans, of course you plan to do something, maybe open more branches, increase the number of employees and the services you are offering.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So yes, definitely we are planning to open a branch in Muvela, in the new Muvela area. Mm-hmm. We have just ported a location. We are waiting for the approval. We will be submitting for the approval of the location on tomorrow. We will be submitting that, and we will be soon launching in Muvela also, the same pattern. And we are looking out for Abu Shagara, because we have had so many inquiries from these places. So there are opportunities over there. So we are trying to launch in all those, spreading it throughout Sharjah. Mm-hmm. That's one objective. We are also planning to launch something specific courses for the children. Mm-hmm. That will be on helping them on their communication skills, some type of counseling classes, and also counseling courses during the vacation periods, and also some professional type of courses. When I say professional type of courses, I'll give you an example. Mm-hmm. Like those who wish to join a bank, especially UAE nationals who wish to join banks, they need to, what as of now happening is that they join a bank and they have to undergo a training. So if they can learn what banking is before they go into a bank, it will be easy for the financial institution, as well as they will have a better opportunity to promote themselves. Exactly. Because they have a background of banking
sector.
So
yes.
I have plans in submitting such a kind of certification course, like called Certified Banking Professional, with Sharjah Private Education, which I'll be taking it forward, and if they approve, then definitely that course will be on launch.
Because it's going to be approved certificates, so
yes,
no worries about that. Let's talk more about technology. I have seen once I was scrolling the website, and I have noticed that you are having an application in order to download it and facilitate the services that I want to take.
Yeah, we are under development of the same, a mobile app. Oh. We are under the process of developing the same. Now that should be a single click point wherein if they want to have any kind of doubts or anything, if they register over there. So what we are going to do is like a bite-sized learning. Now, what do you mean by bite-sized learning? You don't have to sit on a chapter. Let me say a particular chapter is given. You don't have to sit on and learn that complete chapter, because you might be knowing some portion of it, you might not be knowing some portion of it. Yes. So we are going to break a single chapter into maybe 3, 4, 5 or 6 topics, and each of that we will be putting some small videos and all those, which will help them. Like, so the participant who have, or the child or the student who have gone into that, registered into our app, can just take up that particular topic and then learn it. So he don't have to go through that complete chapter wasting his time.
Of course.
Just that whatever the topic is, he can do that, and then later on he can book a time if he have further doubts that he want online, and an online teacher will be present, and there she can clear it.
Yeah, what an interesting idea, Mr. Let's talk about the word success. I know that this definition is different from one to another. So you have made a successful journey actually. To you, what success mean?
I believe success is just a myth. Now, why do I say that? I never want to be considered as successful, or I don't want to believe myself that I am successful, because once he believe that I am that's what I believe, that once a person believes that he is successful, that I believe that will be the end of his growth. Successful means complete, right? That's what I understand. So I am successful. No, there are so many things in this life that you can achieve, that you can go behind. No, it's like knowledge. It's like knowledge is what? The more you acquire, you understand that there are more to be acquired. Life is like that. The journey of life is like that. So the more you achieve, you understand that there is much more to be achieved. Yes. So success is not that, but happiness is something very much needed. Okay, in life you have two things that you can do. Either you do what you love to do, or you love what you do. And I'm doing the first thing. I'm doing what I love to do, and that itself is happiness, and that's more than enough.
Exactly. It's a lifelong journey. You should never make anything to stop you from achieving more in life.
Yes, exactly.
Mr. A lot of youthful and young generations people right now are watching us, and they found from your story something inspired them for sure. So what advice you would like to convey to them through our TV today?
Okay, to the youngsters over there, my honest advice, I wouldn't say an advice, just my suggestion from my experience, I would say, first of all, never give up. Okay, when you have some difficult situations, when you come across some difficult situations, please understand that you have to go through those difficult situations, because that will only help you to think about something completely different. A very different path that might even take you to much more heights than you actually have imagined. You might lose out something, you might not achieve what you wanted. Don't feel bad about it, because that again will give you another path. Maybe that path, when you go, definitely you might achieve something better. So never ever give up, and never ever worry about any kind of challenges, difficulties, obstacles that you face. Be happy, and you should definitely have obstacles and challenges in your life. because that's the only thing that can help you grow. That's all.
Definitely. Also, UAE has contributed to your journey a lot. You are here since 2017, and I see that there are a lot of, some supports you got from the country and the environment itself here in the UAE. So what some appreciation messages you would like maybe to convey through our TV today in our episode?
Okay, in UAE, something that I've always felt is the safety over here for everyone. Then the freedom, obviously you have a lot of freedom, provided you don't break the rules, obviously. So that's one thing. And the cooperation, the coordination from the regulatory authorities. When I say regulatory authorities, when I started off this institute, I never knew how to start it off. Neither I went in for some consultants who also hadn't much idea of how you are going to start this. Wherein I got in contact with Sharjah Private Education Authority. In this special occasion, I would thank Ahmed from Sharjah Private Education Authority and Aisha Al-Hamadi from Sharjah Private Education Authority, who have actually helped me out every time. From the first email that I've sent and till date, they have been helping me out in completing all the formalities, getting things done smoothly, and immediately starting off this institute. So thanks to them especially, and thanks to the complete the government and the rules and regulations that's over here, that always helps us sleep comfortably.
Sure.
So that's it.
Mr. Abhilash Chandran, the owner of the Key Success of Study, it was my pleasure today talking to you. Thank you so much.
It was also my pleasure to talking to you, and you have given me an opportunity wherein I could give out my concepts and vision. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you. Best of luck with you.
Thank you.
Dear audience, this is the end of our episode. Watch us next week. Goodbye.